The movie opens with a dramatic event that sets the stage for the story. The protagonist, Misha, experiences a life-altering incident when he is struck by lightning. This extraordinary event seems to bring upon Misha a unique power, the nature of which unfolds as the movie progresses. Years later, Misha has evolved into a highly successful marketing expert, known for his innovative and effective strategies. His skills and reputation bring him recognition in the competitive world of advertising. At a prize presentation ceremony, an important milestone in his career, Misha encounters Abby, the niece of his boss, Bob. Abby is portrayed as not only attractive, but also ambitious and driven. Misha is warned by Bob to keep his distance from her, hinting at Bob's protective and possibly manipulative nature. Simultaneously, a legendary marketing guru, a master in the art of advertising, meets with the heads of global fast food chains. He devises a plan to dominate the Russian market with a new fast food chain simply named The Burger. Despite Bob's warnings, Misha finds himself increasingly drawn to Abby. The two share frequent meetings during which Abby confides her aspiration to become a producer after completing her internship. Misha, supportive of her ambitions, reveals his expertise in marketing films, citing his recent success with a horror movie project. However, Misha's achievements and dedication seem to go unrecognized by Bob, who shows no intention of offering Misha a partnership in the agency. This lack of recognition reminds Misha of a similar experience from his past. Following his college graduation, Misha had worked as a salesman at a convenience store. Through his exceptional marketing skills, he significantly boosted the store's sales, but was unjustly fired and denied credit for his contributions. This experience taught Misha to value his expertise, leading him to insist on upfront payment for his services. After losing his job, Misha embarked on a risky venture, starting his own advertising agency. To fund this endeavor, he borrowed a substantial sum from a friend who soon demanded repayment. Faced with financial pressure and no clear solution, Misha's situation seemed dire. It was at this critical point that Bob entered Misha's life, offering to clear his debts. Initially skeptical of Bob's motives and suspecting him of being an American spy, Misha eventually became intrigued by Bob's ambitious business vision. This interaction marked the beginning of Misha's complex relationship with Bob. The narrative takes a dramatic turn as Misha's marketing expertise leads to a high demand for his services. Yet there's a twist in his job description. Besides being a marketing executive, Misha is also coerced into working as a part-time spy for Bob, his boss. This involves making voice recordings of his discussions with clients and submitting them to Bob, adding a layer of espionage to his already complex role. Back in the present, Misha, having developed feelings for Abby, Bob's niece, advises her to venture into producing her own content. Abby, however, is hesitant due to financial constraints. In a bid to support her aspirations and further their relationship, Misha proposes collaborating on a reality show. As they work together, their professional relationship blossoms into a romantic connection, transforming their close friendship into a deeper bond. Their romance takes an unexpected and risky turn when Misha and Abby become intimately involved in a car stuck in stagnant traffic. Unbeknownst to them, Bob is also caught in the same traffic jam and witnesses their private moment. The plot thickens as Misha and his team proceed with their reality show, focusing on a woman who agrees to undergo plastic surgery as part of the show's narrative. The show initially enjoys high ratings, but controversy arises when the woman decides to back out of the surgery at the last minute. Despite her apprehension, Abby and Misha decide to move forward with the planned surgery. Tragically, the surgery leads to unforeseen complications. The woman, now transformed and slim, falls into a coma post-operation. This incident sets off a series of devastating events for Misha and Abby. The guru, a behind-the-scenes antagonist, sees this as an opportunity to strike a blow to Misha's business. He secretly releases a video of the woman pleading with Misha to be released from the show, sparking public outrage. The video fuels a nationwide backlash against Misha and Abby, accusing them of promoting unhealthy beauty standards. The situation escalates as protesters raid Misha's office, leading to both him and Abby being detained by the police. Guru capitalizes on the public's anger, manipulating the situation to have Misha jailed. After serving his sentence and with his reputation in ruins, Misha reaches out to Abby. To his dismay, he discovers that she has been forced to return to America. Their attempt to reconnect over the phone is hindered by poor reception, leaving their relationship and future uncertain. Misha, deeply affected by the recent turn of events in his life, is determined to uncover the truth behind his downfall. He first confronts Bob, his former boss, suspecting that Bob might have played a role in orchestrating his misfortune. However, during a heartfelt conversation with Bob, Misha is taken aback when Bob denies any involvement in such sabotage, asserting his lack of power to stage such an elaborate scheme. As the conversation progresses, Misha makes a startling confession to Bob. He had fabricated the report during his initial assignment as a spy for Bob. This revelation enrages Bob, and in a dramatic twist, Bob suffers a heart attack and dies on the spot. This sudden and shocking event leaves Misha devastated. Overcome with guilt and remorse, he starts to perceive his marketing talents as inherently evil, resolving to abandon his career in marketing and leave Moscow. Misha chooses a drastically different path for his life. Meanwhile, Misha's adversary, the marketing guru, ascends to a prominent position in the marketing world. As years pass, Abby, Misha's lover, returns to Russia and embarks on a quest to find him. Her search leads her to a remote village where she discovers that Misha has transformed into a shepherd, having forsaken all modern conveniences and his previous ambitions. Abby is dismayed by Misha's decision to renounce his past life and talents. However, Misha, steadfast in his new way of life, does not heed her advice. One night, Misha experiences a mysterious and vivid dream that provides him with cryptic instructions. Heeding the dream's guidance, Misha performs a ritual at dawn. He collects some of the ashes from the ritual, bathes in them while facing the sun, and then faints. Abby finds him unconscious and brings him back to Moscow in her car. During the journey, Misha makes a startling discovery. He sees a grotesque, shapeless creature attached to Abby, though she remains unaware of its presence. Upon arriving in Moscow, Misha is surprised to find that the new fashion trend celebrates obesity, with advertisements dominated by obese figures. This stark contrast to previous beauty standards baffles him. At Abby's house, Misha meets his son for the first time. He notices that his son also has a monster attached to him, similar to the one he saw with Abby. Despite the joy of reuniting with his family, Misha is haunted by the existence of these monsters. He tries to convince Abby of their reality, but she remains skeptical and dismissive of his claims. Determined to understand these bizarre occurrences, Misha begins conducting his own research. He discovers information about the ritual online and slowly unravels the mystery behind the beasts. He realizes that the creature attached to his son feeds on the boy's desire for food, and each monster represents a different type of junk food. Despite the unsettling presence of these monsters, the family tries to live their lives as normally as possible, with Misha grappling with the reality of these creatures and their significance in the world around him. In a drastic turn of events, Abby inherits a substantial amount of money. Meanwhile, Misha is building a relationship with his son, but he is continually haunted by the sight of a monstrous entity that seems to lurk behind his son, constantly changing its form. Misha's struggle with these hallucinations reaches a tipping point when, in a moment of desperation, he rids the house of all fast food. He throws away everything from the fridge and the dining table, an act witnessed by Abby and their son upon their unexpected return home. Misha tries to explain his actions, asserting that the consumption of fast food triggers these bizarre visions. He believes that the intensity of a person's desires correlates with the size of the monster they attract. Misha is convinced that people's desires and consumer behaviors are being manipulated by branding and marketing strategies. Abby, unable to comprehend Misha's rationale, dismisses his concerns as delusional and suggests he seeks psychological therapy. Around the same time, news reports begin circulating about a mysterious disease with a high fatality rate spreading rapidly. Concurrently, Misha observes more disturbing organic forms resembling cancers attaching themselves to people. Overwhelmed by confusion and shock, Misha pushes Abby away, leading to her leaving him in disappointment. When Misha returns home, he finds that Abby and their son have left. Another piece of alarming news arrives, indicating that the virus is spreading faster than anticipated. From his balcony, Misha observes parasitic balloon-like creatures representing the malevolent forces of consumerism hovering above the city. Seeking employment, Misha attends a job interview at a Chinese vegetarian restaurant. There, he notices an unattractive branding creature behind the restaurant owner. Despite this, Misha impressively presents his insights on business prospects and market analysis to the board of directors, proposing a bold strategy for the restaurant's success. Upon receiving approval for his plan, Misha suggests the development of a beef testing kit designed to detect the mad cow disease virus. The kit is advertised as a tool to instill a fear of beef consumption in consumers. Although the campaign initially succeeds, the government eventually bans it, leading to a dramatic drop in sales. Despite the director's anxiety, Misha remains composed and advises them to expand rapidly across the country and invest more in brand promotion. Fortune favors Misha when a government official obstructing their plans passes away and vegetarianism starts trending. Even devoted burger lovers begin to prefer their food. Misha notices an egg floating above their restaurant, signifying the imminent birth of something new. To his astonishment, a vegetarian beast hatches and begins flying around the city, attacking and neutralizing other creatures. This development signifies a turning point in the narrative, as Misha's insights and strategies not only reshaped the restaurant's fortunes, but also seemed to influence the city's evolving consumer landscape. Misha, having successfully implemented his marketing plan, eagerly anticipates sharing his triumph with Abby. However, his attempts to contact her are met only with her voicemail. Meanwhile, the marketing guru, facing a significant setback he cannot resolve, meets a dramatic fate. While addressing his clients, he is suddenly struck by lightning and vanishes, a surreal and unexpected twist. Despite learning from news reports that Misha has emerged victorious against his adversary, Abby chooses not to return to him. Meanwhile, Misha resumes his hectic professional life, immersed in focus groups and market testing. His talent for marketing is undeniable, as he successfully sells a wide range of brands, regardless of the product. This period sees the world's economy thrown into chaos, with brands aggressively competing for dominance. This intense competition escalates into a metaphorical war of branding beasts, leading to public backlash against advertising. As public opinion sours, Misha's strategies increasingly draw criticism and discontent. In a shocking turn of events, Abby, who is now dating someone else, sees news coverage of Misha being attacked by rioters. Fortunately, his injuries are not life-threatening, but the incident is a stark reminder of the growing public disapproval of his work. Just when Misha contemplates giving up, Abby visits him, leading to a reconciliation. However, their reunion is plagued by inevitable riots, during which Misha is hit on the head and falls into a coma. In response to the escalating chaos and negative public sentiment, the president intervenes, announcing an end to excessive advertising and ordering the removal of billboards from the streets. In the movie's final scene, the woman who had been in a coma following her participation in Misha's reality show finally wakes up. She is greeted by a dramatically changed Moscow skyline, now free of billboards. Meanwhile, Misha, surrounded by the love and care of his family, begins to recover slowly. The movie concludes with this emotional scene. And with that, the movie ends. We hope you enjoyed our recap. Like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing recaps.